Hi, it's Neil from Mighty Little Green Machine. Welcome back. On today's video, we're going to be talking about what the heck you do when your backhoe looks like this and you need to put it back on. When they're off the tractor, they settle over a period of time. So obviously this wasn't put away this way, but this is how it ended up. So now I've got to get it back on the tractor, and obviously it's not going to line up or go on. So I'm going to show you guys today how to get it back to where you need it to put it back on again. If you've had a backhoe for a while, you probably know this, but if you're new to the tractors and new with a backhoe, this may come in handy and help you out. Let's get started. Okay, so obviously before we put the backhoe on, we've got to take the 3-point hitch off. And I just wanted to show you again the device that I built to hold the 3-point hitch. It drops right down on it and then just rolls out of the way. I got the idea from Projects with JW and it works amazing. I'm not going to go through taking the whole thing off because I did it in another video when I built it. I'll put a link to the video of me building it and how it works at the end of this video. But I just wanted to show you how to make your life a little easier. Okay, so obviously that's not going to line up. So we've got to get it corrected first. So the first thing that we're going to do is hook up the hydraulics. This, by the way, is exactly why they give you extra slack on your hoses for doing this, and so that you can back in and out of it. Okay, so now that the hydraulics are hooked up, we're going to start the tractor, and then we're going to use the hydraulics on the backhoe to lift it back up and get the angle right again. Now, if you look, I have this backhoe pushed over. So let's start raising the feet using the backhoe itself. Gotta keep raising it. Okay, so now you can see the backhoe is up above where the pins need to go. So now what I'm going to do is just get on the tractor and line it up like I always would. Okay, so what I'm struggling with here is the right side of the backhoe frame is caught up against the bracket on the tractor. It's got kind of a bow or a curve down into it, and it's hooked up above. So I'm just kind of going back and forth until it slides down around that and drops in on the bottom pins. Okay, so the key here is to get the backhoe itself to drop all the way down. There's 2 pins on the backhoe itself, and to drop all the way down into the hooks on the tractor. And if they're not all the way seated, then you can't get the pin in. What you're going to see in a second is I get the first pin in, and when I get to the other side, it's not quite seated all the way yet. And then we'll drop this side. Okay, a couple of things. Make sure that your seat for the backhoe stays in the up position when you're doing this. If you watch one of my earliest videos, the first time I ever took this off when the tractor was brand new, I actually broke the seat support down there because I had it down and it gets caught. So they never explained this at the dealership to me. It probably was in the instructions that I didn't read, but so you want your seat up all the time. Your pins should slide right in. If for some reason they don't line up, just work your hydraulics a little. So I actually had it too far in this time. I had to drop it back a little, and then it slipped down in on this side, and I was able to get the pins in. And it's just that simple. Now, if you haven't had your backhoe for long, they will settle. That's why they put these locks on them. So if you're not going to be using it right away, make sure you put your locks on, so that it doesn't, because it'll drop on you. Other than that, it's just that simple. So I hope that this helped you if you're new to tractors, or even if you're not and just struggle with your backhoe. It's really not that difficult. Don't be afraid of it. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. And if you could do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, it certainly helps us to continue making content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.